You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to come and crash on your set. If you guys have never, do we have any Jimmy Gonzalez fans in the house? Nah, I didn't hear La Fiebre loud enough. Do we have any Jimmy Gonzalez fans in the house? That's what I'm talking about. Well, we are going to have David Lee coming up, but hey, why not? We got El Hijo de Jimmy Grammy Gonzalez, the man himself, Mr. Mike Gonzalez from the Iconics.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Bob.
And of course, the beautiful, the lovely
Keep going.
Miss Di Marie.
Keep going.
Thank you so much for having us. Well, we came and we crashed your party. We literally just came and sat on your couch and we were like, let's go.
No, hey, I like to be truthful with you guys, right? So I get a text message last night about, I don't know, 6:45 or so, almost 7 o'clock. And he's like, hey, man, I'm still sitting at my booth. I'm waiting for my text to go and get interviewed on your stage. When are you going to have me? So when I seen you guys walked up, I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome, man. But Mike and Di, welcome, man, to our hasty, beautiful stage. Y'all make some noise for this stage setup, man.
Yes.
It's freaking awesome, man. Big
Congratulations, Bum. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Moving on
man.
up.
Well, me and Mike, man, if you guys follow me on social media, you know Mike's one of my best friends. He's part of my family. We literally live within less than a mile.
Yeah.
Like 2 minutes away from each other, right? But, you know, in doing what I do, it took a while for us for the industry to warm up to what we were trying to do. That was the truth. You know, a lot of artists had their hand up and were like, hey, man, I don't know what you're trying to do here. This is different. Podcast, what the hell are you talking about? But Mike Gonzalez was one of the guys that says, hey, you know what? Let's do the interview.
Yes.
I think you got what it takes. And sure enough, dude, 5 years later,
Yes,
we're
sir.
still here, bro.
Now you're the one holding the hand up. Like, I ain't got time right now for you. Not right now.
Not true, man. Not true. But Mike, how's it been going, bro? Big news coming out of the Iconics camp, you know?
Yes. Recently signed on with Freddy Records. So
Y'all make some noise for that, dude.
kind of going back home, per se. You know what I mean? So we spent 20 years with Jimmy G, Grupo Mas, with Freddy Records. And finally spoke to Freddie Jr., and we signed on with Freddy Records. So big collaborations coming up. That's all I can say.
Don't let all the cats out of
That's
the
it, that's
bag, Mike. Don't let them all out,
Nothing.
bro.
That's it. Gotta go.
Well, you know, Mike, it's super hard, bro, and we've talked about it over dinner, beer, tequila. Can you explain in your own words to the public here? And it just happened yesterday, exactly what I'm about to ask you. Me and Eddie were here, and the DJ was playing music, and I know you were setting up your stand. And all of a sudden, the great Jimmy Gonzalez's voice comes across the speakers.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, bro? That you don't have your dad, your pops ain't here no more, but just all of a sudden, a song comes on.
You know, I take it more like I don't hear him singing. You know what I mean? I hear him talking to me. So again, I love listening to his music. And I've told her before, I can sit in my living room, listen to Jimmy G. Every Sunday in my house is Jimmy G all day. So I can sit there, I can cry, I laugh about great memories. I mean, it's just, I'm very fortunate, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people lose their mom, their dad, their grandma, and never again can they hear their voice, unless you got a voicemail or, you know. But I'm able to hear his music, and yes, it's not the same, but I mean it's music that I sat in a studio with him with, you know what I mean? And recorded it together, and so it just hits different, man.
So it's you can say that there's some songs que te pegan like hard, and then there's some that you can just laugh.
Yeah.
Let me chug the rest of this beer to this one right here.
One more shot, I'm going to bed. That's it.
Hey, a fun fact about Mike Gonzalez, the dude can actually barbecue, man. He makes some good. Cannot die.
It's delicious. So yes, every week he does cook. Actually, like 3 or 4 times a week he's cooking.
But the one thing that I always found crazy, I guess because I'm not a músico, but these dudes right here can get back from a gig at like 2:30 in the morning, and I start seeing him move around, and he's like getting a bag of charcoal. Like I'm like, hey dude, what are you doing? He's like, we're gonna fire up the pit right now. I'm like,
that's
dude,
what we do.
At 2 o'clock in the
Hell
morning.
yeah.
Bro. It's probably like the same guy I saw at 7:30 drinking a beer at the bar.
Little 956.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Mike, so you're originally from Brownsville, grew up in Brownsville. Now you call home San Antonio, of course, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you miss Brownsville?
I miss the fishing. I miss the island. I used to live on the island. Pretty much every day I'd go out there. I'd stand in the middle of the bay for 5-6 hours fishing, catching my dinner, you know what I mean? And it was just my time to turn everything off, you know what I mean? And it was just me and Mother Nature, you know?
So now instead of standing 5 or 6 hours, you drive 2 minutes and you go to HEB and let me get the fresh catch right there.
Yeah. Now I go to a river.
Yeah, man.
Go jump in there.
So Mike, you brought up, the big news. Mike Gonzalez Iconics just signed with Freddy Records, a legendary disc. I wanted to try to say it in Spanish. A world famous record label, right?
Yes.
I talked to Freddy last night.
Hey, there's Jimmy G right there.
Hey, Jimmy G appears,
He's
bro.
here at the show.
That's awesome. I'm in, Mike. Hold it up.
Sit right here, Jimmy.
Put him on the show. There you go.
Jimmy G.
Y'all make some noise
There
for
we go.
Jimmy Gonzalez.
There we go. Oh, shit. There you go.
So Mike, you're now signed with Freddy Records. Last night I had a brief conversation with now your boss, so to say, right?
Yes.
Freddie Martinez Jr. And it was quick, but I love what he told me. He said, if you're not with Freddie, you're not ready.
You ain't ready, got it. I love it, man. If you really think about it, he's got all of the top Tejano bands under Freddy Records, man.
Man, dude, I mean, you got Lucky Joe, Signal, the
We got La
Iconics,
Fiebre under Freddy
La Fiebre.
Records.
Saludos to La Fiebre,
We
another
got Jay
Freddie
Perez.
recording artist back over there. I mean,
You got David Lee.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's the next segment, Mike. You're giving away my show, bro.
My bad.
Chill.
You
Not
got
David
the
Lee,
Iconics
right?
under Freddy Records.
Jay Perez.
I'm going to get you a deal, too. You're going to be on Freddy Records,
First
too, bro.
podcast, right? First
Hey.
podcast to be signed by a record
Yes.
label. That'd be wild. That'd be wild.
Hell yeah.
Mike, tell us here, man, the Iconics, when you go to an Iconics show, and believe me, I've been to many, the one thing that I tell people when you go to his shows is that you're going to get hit after hit after hit.
After Jimmy G hit.
So, when sometimes you go to a baile and it's like, you remember the 2 or 3 songs, but it's like a song ends and then another one starts. You're like, dude, I forgot about that. And boom, another one.
Yes.
And boom, another one. And you guys don't talk a lot.
We don't.
I talk a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Di, when you're on, you do. No, not in a bad way, but you keep it going. But Mike, if Di doesn't want to, I'm down. I'm retired now, remember? I'm retired now. I can go on the road and talk, bro.
Let's go.
While you're
Let's
fixing
go.
your drums or whatever, I can say a joke or something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You like jokes, Mike?
I do. Go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Mike is not also a legendary Tejano music drummer. This dude plays drums for some music that is just, it's outrageous. That's the easiest way to put it. It's crazy. Like, you got to be crazy to listen to this music. But Mike listens to it like he's listening to opera music, man. You walk in and all this just screaming and stuff. Have you guys ever heard of death metal? Right? Some just like heavy metal, this dude screaming, don't even understand what he's saying. Right? You too, look.
You know what I love, Bump, is that she walks in and she's like, this music makes me want to break something. Like, I need to do something. I'm raging here.
So where I'm going with it, Mike, and the joke is, how many of y'all remember, like, growing up, Motley Crue, Metallica, and I remember when I was a youngster, they used to say, hey, man, if you play that music backwards, you could hear the devil. You don't remember that?
You don't need to listen
Raise
to
your
it.
hand if you remember that. If you could play heavy metal music backwards, you could hear the devil. Look at La Fiebre. They started as a heavy metal band over there. That's why they're kind of keeping their heads down over there. So when you play it backwards, people said you heard the devil. Well, let me tell you, Mike, do you know what happens when you play country music backwards?
I don't.
I'm going to tell you. Do you guys know what happens when you play it backwards? You get your wife back. You get your house back.
No, but
That was a good one.
You get your house. You get it all back,
Yeah.
bro. Boom. There you go. Eddie, no noise effect. We didn't have no noise effects today.
Come on, producer. That
No,
was a
Mike.
good one, man. That was a good one.
That was good.
I'm using that.
Mike, so are you, I mean, I'm sure you're excited about signing with Freddy Records now. Without giving it back the same Jimmy G style. I mean, a lot of your band is still the guys who work with Jimmy Gonzalez, bro.
Right. Yeah. It has. That was the first thing I told my guys was we have to stay on Jimmy G's highway. You know what I mean? We can't exit. We're staying right there. We're adding our flavor to it, but I want the people to hear the song on the radio, and that's Jimmy G right there. But
it's Mike Gonzalez in Iconic.
But it's the Iconic. So you know, and another thing, Bump, is on this album we're gonna have Miss Di Marie sing her own track on there. You know what I mean?
You gonna have your own song, Di?
Yes.
Wow. How many of you ever heard Di Marie just sing by herself? Okay. How many of y'all have ever had Di Marie sing happy birthday to you? Yeah. Oh, just me. Maybe one other guy. I did.
Who's celebrating a birthday? No birthdays?
Any birthdays in the house?
Boom. There you go.
Right there. How old, sir? 23, 24? I put I, right?
24.
Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking.
Sir?
Happy birthday, Chi-Town in the house.
59.
Still hot.
No, back there.
Oh, 69. 59. Pinche Mike.
Young. Echándole ganas. Right here.
Hey, I want to give
59.
a Mike.
58.
58. I want to give a shout out to all our vendors that are on our side of the building. Chi-Town, Old School, Tejano Production, Grupo Aviso, right? Johnny Hernandez, La Fiebre, Tejano Con right over here, Cubo Radio in the house, Grupo Vidal, our good friend from the Mágico Valle, Mr. Yessi over there. Hey, he doesn't know that, but I want to interview that guy, but he's going to have to bring his brother.
What?
Right? Because do we have any ESPN Deportes fans in the house that watch ESPN Spanish? Oh, we got a couple. He worked for ESPN Deportes, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm full of useless knowledge, Mike. Useless knowledge.
You're somebody, Bum. Jesus.
So, Di, since we're in Vegas, there's a bunch of fans.
okay.
You ready for the question?
Okay, let's go.
Is Di Marie back with the Iconics? Ooh, Bob, why'd you do that?
No.
Que bueno.
So I did take a 1.5-year hiatus to go do other things, and I'm still doing a lot of things, but I don't know. What do we do?
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna make the decision. Y'all want them to make the decision right here in Vegas? No. Do y'all want make some noise? Y'all want them to make? We're putting them on the spot right now, because people text me, people call me like, "Hey, is Di back? Is Di with the? Is she? No." I said, "Look, bro, go to the show and have a good time. That's it.
Yeah.
But Mike, since it's Vegas,
Last night I put her on a 50-year contract, so
damn
we're good.
it, there you go. So that's the answer, Di? You're back?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Well, Di, we look forward to hearing that single coming off on that album. Mike, albums, Tejano artists and albums doesn't happen a lot no more. A lot of LPs and EPs, right?
Yeah. Yes.
It's hard to push a full album, right? How many songs, Mike?
But when your boss tells you you're gonna put out an album,
You're gonna put out an album.
you're gonna put out an album. So 12 tracks,
12 songs.
12 songs. But you know the good part, too, Bump, is that I've got Jesse Turner helping me out, songwriting. You know what I mean? So I got Joey Fuentes from the Valley, great songwriter. I mean, it's unbelievable on how many songwriters came out. People arranging music. It's amazing, Bump. It's
After
gonna be,
signing?
Huh?
After signing?
After signing. Before
Well,
signing,
before,
no me
crickets.
querían. I had to pay for all that.
Well, that's what happens, Mike. Great things come, man, to people who wait, brother.
Yes.
I know personally, bro. I'm super proud. You were patient. You kept doing your thing. And if you guys don't know, man, you know, after you lose your dad, I mean, Mike was on the road pretty much his whole life with his dad.
Yeah.
You know, you lose your dad, you got to find, do I go on or not?
Yes.
Here you are, Mike.
Yeah.
You went on, brother.
Yep. It you know, I had to realize what had happened. You know what I mean? I lost my father, my best friend, my boss. You know, took a little time off, sat at the table with Miss Di here, and we put the game plan together. Came up with the name. It's a hustle, Bump. It's not easy. It's a hustle. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose. You know what I mean? And you know, gracias a Dios, everything turned out. And we're still not even where we want to be. We still got more to go.
No, for sure, Mike. And you know what? For the people watching, if you're a fan of Tejano music, I always tell people on the show, sometimes when you see people walk up those stairs, you think like, esa gente tiene chingo de feria. That's not true, man. These dudes really work hard to make a living. It's not like the 90s back in the day where they were signing $1 million contracts. That doesn't happen. They got to go out there and hustle, like Mike said, to make a living. But where I'm going with it is that Mike is one of the very few artists still around that does music for a living, right? That is his sole job, is to make music, to make us feel well, great, and take us on a roller coaster ride, Mike.
That's what
and
it
your
is.
dad was a king of taking us on roller coaster
I
rides.
love it, man. Yes. Yes. Thank you, man. You know what? You just want a free T-shirt.
There you go.
Here you go.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
You see, you all should have clapped and everything. Merchandise.
No,
Everybody
we can,
clap. I
we
got
can go get
merchandise. Go to my
Yeah.
$20
Y'all
shirt
come
over there. Go
over.
over there.
Y'all come over.
So, Mike, you got a booth with T-shirts and all that stuff, right?
I got
over
all
there?
kinds of stuff. But for real, y'all go over there. I'm going to give you special price right now. I promise you.
Special price?
Special price.
when we get off. When we get off.
Shirts are $80. I'm going to sell them to you for $40 right now. What happened? Jim, my brother. Shout out to Jim Luna,
Saludos
man.
to Jim Luna, Quarter Moon Productions.
Quarter horse.
Quarter Horse.
That's what Jimmy used to call
That's
it.
a Jimmy G.
Yeah.
That's an inside Jimmy G
He
joke.
would call him Quarter Horse.
Quarter horse.
Where the hooves meet the feet. What do you say? Hey, well, Mike.
Oh, it's 2:01. I got to get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I know. But no. I want to personally tell you, bro, I mean, I talk to you every day, but here in Vegas, so the people know, I want you guys to really go out there, support Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics, all the new music. If you see him coming to a town near you, go out there and show him some love. We would greatly appreciate it. Mike, Di, thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Bum.
Thank you for your friendship.
you.
These guys are part of my family, an everyday part of our lives. So thank you.
I'm sorry, David. I'm getting off already. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, make
thank
some
you.
noise for
Thank you.
Mike Gonzalez, Di Marie,
Thank
Iconics.
you for letting me crash your party.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll see y'all soon.
Porque cruzaste la frontera de otro cuerpo, porque saltaste hacia el abismo de otros besos. Si me tenías cada mañana en el reflejo de mis sueños, si me tenías, porque cambiaste nuestro amor por un antojo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in about 2 minutes or so, we're going to have the legend himself, the godfather of Tejano music, Mr. David Lee Garza, and some of the Musicales right up here with us. Make some noise for my good friend, the godfather of Tejano music, Mr. David Lee Garza, de los Musicales.
Oh man, I'm getting too comfortable here.
All we're missing is some tequila, Dave.
Where is it?
Mike's pointing over there. I got some over here.
I know, I saw that.
Well, Dave, welcome again, man. Thank you so much for blessing us with your appearance here in Las Vegas. First question, how many years you think, if you had a guess of the 21 years that they've been doing the convention, how many years have you made your way this way?
I think a good 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 times.
Wow.
We don't come every year.
Somebody's
It's
over there
like
holding up 10.
10, well, maybe 10.
Yeah, they're big Musicales fans.
But we didn't get paid for 3 of them. That's why I couldn't remember.
Oh, man. Well, Dave, we just had Mike G walk off the stage. He was trying to steal my news, right? Dude,
What?
congratulations on signing with Freddy Records, man.
Oh, no. Thank you. We talked about it. Thank you so much. We talked about it about 2 years ago here at a convention. Freddie, hey, after Vegas, when we get back home, let's talk. Maybe we can do something. And, we have our own label, DLG Records, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Joey does everything. He's a one-man band there when it comes to that, to distributing and funding the project and everything. So 2 years later, I went and recorded a song for Jay Perez in Corpus at Freddy Studio. And he said, "Hey, you got time to talk?" I said, "Yeah. Have you seen the facility here?" I said, "No." "Well, let's go over here. I'll show you this. This is this room. This is this kind of room, and I got the CDs and the albums, the very few albums that there's left. We got it here in their warehouse." And he said, "Have you seen the conference room?" I said, "No." He said, "Let's go over there." And he said, "You got time?" I said, "Yeah." Because I had just recorded a song with Jay Perez, a new one that's going to be coming out in his new album, CD. And we started talking. He said, "Remember 2 years ago we said, when we get back?" And that was 2 years ago. I said, "Man, time flies." And then we started talking, and and I talked to my brothers también, and we decided to give it a shot, We had like a 3-year agreement, so we're going to do that. Several videos. You can be seeing a little bit more videos de los musicales, because he said on every album, every CD, I want you to do at least 4 videos. I said, we always do 1, and it takes a lot. So we'll be doing more. We'll be more visual.
4 videos for an album.
Per album, yeah.
Wow, man. You know what, Dave? I do miss your videos, man. You know why? Because sometimes I'm sure here people do the same thing. If you're barbecuing and you're at home and you get on YouTube and you just start searching David Lee Garza Los Musicales, and you could just see you guys, man, like some of the older videos. Hey, you still look the same, Dave.
Oh, really?
Still
You
look
got
the
new,
same.
are those new glasses? I don't feel the same. Yeah, like my dad would always say, my dad's name, que en paz descanse, se llamaba Tony. Y todos los amigos de él le decían, "Oye, Tony, te miras bien." Y le dije a mi papá, "Sí, por fuera, pero por dentro estoy mandado a la madre." He would always say that, so I tell everybody like that, "Yeah, por fuera me miro bien."
Wow. David, how many years has David Lee Garza y Los Musicales been kicking butt, dude? How many years since you started the Musicales?
The Musicales, we started back in 1978. Back in 78, so you do the math, it's 50 some plus years, or?
Hey, it's actually 40 right now.
Bueno,
it would be 48.
Okay.
48 years
48 years as Musicales, but me, myself, and my brother Adam, and my dad, we started the band, and it was just called David Lee Garza y su Conjunto, because it was just like a 4 or 5 piece band. And we started that in 1968. We started playing around San Antonio, Poteet, all those areas. And then I met my compadre Roberto Pulido, and he invited us to open up for a show for him. And then he heard us play, and he said, "Oye, ¿nunca han grabado ustedes o qué?" Le dije, "No, we play everybody else's music. We've never done it." And he was the one that actually opened the doors for us to start recording. We went to Del Valley, pa Falcon Records, recorded in Falcon Records, and we did 1 album there. Then we went to Corpus, to Hacienda. And it's weird porque le digo a Freddy Jr., le digo, "Man, Freddy, it's weird how we started in Corpus with Hacienda, and now we're back in Corpus with Freddy."
That's all. You did the big circle without even knowing.
Yeah, without knowing it, right?
Now, Dave, the Musicales, the camp de los Musicales, if you guys stop to think of all the great vocalists that have come out of the David Lee Garza y Musicales camp, it's just their accolades alone is crazy, man. So Dave, do you feel like a coach? Like you coach this kid, he made it to the pros. They're gone. You made him what he was, and then they took off on you.
Well, they're very talented guys. All these guys that have come through the Musicales, they're all talented in their own way, and they have their own personalities. And we learn how to struggle with that. The personalities of some are stronger than others, and some of them no batallan uno para nada. Y hay unos que sí se batalla, pero...
Oh, Dave, you should have... Who? ¿Con quién? Who gives you a hard time?
Mira, te están hablando ya. No, nobody gave us a hard time. They were just stubborn, a little stubborn.
Oh, man. No, but, I mean, Marcos Orozco, Emilio, Ram, Oscar G. I mean, those are just to name a few. it's crazy, Dave. It's crazy. But right now, the guy you got, he's got the longest tenure, no?
Yeah, he does. 10 years? Going on 10 years?
10 years, Joey?
At least, I think.
11, see?
11.
That's why you got Joey around. He keeps you straight, Dave.
Yeah,
He keeps you
that's
straight.
right. He tries. He tries. Yeah, no, Cesar started at a real young age with us. And my dad always he would tell me, mijo, háyate un cantante que conozca la música que te gusta a ti. Que I grew up listening to Conjunto Bernal, Los Chachos, that kind of music. That's what I love, right? And my dad would always tell me, búscate un chavalón que sepa de esa música. I go, Dad, there's nobody like that. Not nowadays, ya no saben de esa onda. Well, lo and behold, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, we ran into Cesar. And Cesar grew up right next to Los Serratas, Los Buenos, Jesse and René. He was their neighbor, and he said, I would hear him practice, and they would see me, and they would tell me, because Cesar comes from a musical family también. His dad was a musician. And they would invite him to sing. He I was a little boy. Y cántale. So Cesar's been singing for the longest time, and he knows all that music.
Cesar is, how do they say? He's a young man with an old soul.
He is.
Right? That's the best way to describe him. Right? And what else, Joey?
And he's very, very, Cesar can do any style, because it's hard when one guy leaves the band, the Los Musicales, they have their own style, ¿verdad? And I told Cesar when he came in the band, I told him, I don't want you to sound like Jay Perez or like Ram or like an Emilio. I want to hear your voice, because that's what we always look for, an original voice, right? And but he sings everybody's songs, and you don't have to sound like him. You just sing it your style, and the people will recognize it. La música es igual. A lot of people tell me, hey, you change vocalists, but the music stays the same. I said, yeah, porque somos los mismos músicos nosotros, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
No, Cesar does an amazing job. And you're absolutely right, Dave. You got to put yourself in Cesar's place. Like, how does it feel to follow up the Emilios, the Rams, the Jays? Like, it's got to be tough, right? And you got to make it your own, like you said.
It is. And then, of course, we got recordings with Cesar. Y Cesar me dice, boss, nobody knows our songs. Digo, but we get so tied up singing and playing the other old stuff, ¿verdad? Que las canciones de Cesar sometimes get overlooked. We'll record his whole album, and we'll play one or two songs off the album at our performances. Pero, digo yo, we have a lot of good songs, Cesar. We just need to play them. We don't play them, we forget them, and then a bumper will come and tell me, hey, I want to hear number 3 on that album. Yeah, pues, amen, ¿a cuál será? Give me a name.
No, it's number 3. That's the name I know. It's the number 3. the number 3 track. Dave, speaking of tracks, in all the years of the Musicales, do you remember a time of a song that you and your brothers maybe went into the studio with Gibby, saludos to Gibby Velasquez, or any studio, and you recorded it, and it was maybe like a filler song, or you're like, dude, like the record label says they want 12 songs, we're at 11, and we're like, man, let's just do one. Has there ever been a song that just surprised the hell out of you, the way it took off and it wasn't supposed to?
Well, going back to when we very first started with the Musicales, we did Cuatro Caminos, the album Cuatro Caminos, and we would just play that song. It's an old Jose Alfredo Jimenez song, I believe. And we would just play that at our gigs, and everybody would like it, and we said, we need to record that song. And man, we never did like a filler, like como quien dice, like a filler, because it's an old song. Pero no, it turned out that the Hacienda Records said, we're going to name the album Cuatro Caminos. Oh, really? Yeah. So we're going to release that one as a single, and it took off. So that was the very first time that Musicales got it really on the air everywhere.
From a song that you
right,
like, yeah,
like a filler
nothing.
song.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, David, how many albums